Okay, welcome back everybody to another episode of our Holy Roman Empire playthrough. Let's go ahead and get this started. So this is going to be a little bit of a sort of peaceable period, I think. As our admin, we need a little bit of catch up on our admin. I do plan to do a few little things like attack Bosnia when our truce is up. We can convert the capital by enforcing religion when we fully annex him. We're going to be integrating Transylvania ASAP. I'm going to be declaring on Ulsberg to enforce religion on him when my truce is up. With him. I'm pretty sure that releasing these nations as heretics, I'm pretty sure it's even more detrimental than having few nations in the empire, but I'm not 100% sure. Looks like we're doing really well in regards to votes, but I would think that Corsica should be voting for us. Let's try and improve relations with him for a little while. Looks like our subjects have no liberty desire, so that's really good, apart from the French, which is quite low. Working on diplovassalizing Cornwall here, as that will allow us to have a platform into the British Isles, so we won't have to worry about beating the Brits at sea. Which is always good. It's one of the main strengths, of course, of playing as the English, is not letting any other powerful nation infiltrate the British Isles. I wish we could attack Switzerland so badly. And I also wish my ruler would die. We've seriously lost like what, like five imperial authority or something like that at this stage, as the empire completely collapses. I really want to attack these nations. Maybe I'm playing this out wrong at this stage, because the heretics are just killing us. Like, maybe I should demand the land in order to try to convert them to Catholic. Who are Saxony's allies? See, if I made Saxony co-belligerent, we could convert him as well, but making him co-belligerent would make the war really quite difficult. Uh-oh. Can't transfer trade power, can't get a royal marriage. How are we going to increase his relations enough to vassalize this guy? Didn't consider that. I just assumed I would be able to get the same amount of relations with him. If he was our religion, we could get it, I suppose. Of course, we can give him subsidies, but that would take a really long time. Gosh darn it, why? This seems awfully unusual. So he's approximately at 150 if we increase relations. Plus 25 is 175. That means we would need 15 more relations with him. Don't really know what else to do apart from what we have done. If we boarded him, of course, then we would get neighbouring heretic, which would actually decrease our relations. Damn it. It appears as though vassalizing him may not be possible. I could collect trade in order to allow us to transfer trade power. I think that would work. But then even then, would we acquire 15 relations from this? I don't think so. Okay, I guess we're about to increase our military development. That costs us 5 legitimacy, so let's go ahead and not actually take a royal marriage with Moldavia. If we didn't have a truce with Mecklenburg, I would be attacking him right now. Oh, please. Let's hope that's 15 relations. You're kidding me. Okay, we're going to give him subsidies. How much money am I making? So we want to get 3 relations with him before the boost of giving him a gift tapers off. So there we go. That should do it with some time. Gonna integrate Transylvania in 2 years. We're getting to a stage where we almost have 18 provinces outside the empire, so we can almost pass it even with our damn stubborn king who won't die. Our truce with Mecklenburg lasts far too long. We're never going to be able to attack him. At least we are quite stable in our own land and converting it back to Catholic. Got him. Awesome. Okay, let's make sure not to forget to cancel subsidies to our little vassal there. We're seriously losing so much imperial authority, it feels awfully uncomfortable, to say the least. We're about to find out what England thinks of that. Looks like he's just going to have to deal with it at this stage. Sucker. This is idea cost and technology cost until the end of the game, so I really don't want to take that. I don't think we will take that at all. Whereas that is missionary strength for tolerance of heretics. I might actually take that. It would increase the unrest in all of these provinces, but it would increase our missionary strength. I'm tempted. Let's do it. Our king is really ruining it for us here, to be quite frank. This is beyond frustrating at this stage. I mean, maybe I shouldn't feel so entitled for him to die. He's not that old yet, but he's been serving us as a general for just ever. Seems like a bit of bad luck at this stage. Truce is about to come up with Bosnia, and then we will be taking these two provinces. We're actually doing really well in regards to papal influence, which is funny. I expected for the Pope to fully hate us, to be honest. But that's okay, I'm not complaining. We will grab some mercantilism shortly from the Pope. Hey, what the? Sep Mai. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, awesome. I guess they're going to be diplo-vassalized by Muscovy. I've never actually seen them spawn like that. That's pretty cool. Gaining even more diplo reputation. Let's go ahead and rival Lithuania. Gaining even more diplo reputation. That's incredible. We're going to have just the most insane integration speed in comparison to other nations. And of course, it really helps us get those votes as well as actually helping nations pass these reforms, which is really good as well. I mean, ultimately, I think it's this one here. If nations do not pass it, then they actually leave the empire. So we have to make sure that every single nation that's actually inside the empire wants to pass it. And that's really difficult, you know, when it comes down to just improving relations with each individual one and so on. One thing that will really impact that is just having as high diplo relations as humanly possible. So that's really, really good. Going to begin annexing Transylvania as soon as we are actually at peace. We could actually gain another reputation from the Pope, so that's definitely something we should remember, for sure, as an option. And it looks like we're going to be able to finally complete our mission after all this time, and it's not really going to amount to much. Wow, we did it. This is asking us to attack Serbia, which I plan on doing regardless. Okay, that did help us though, didn't it? It did certainly help us. At 10%, it slowed down the rate that the Empire's slipping out of our grasp. So that's really good. But I mean, the only ways that we can really gain Imperial authority right now is by adding land to the Empire and having our ruler die. So, the longer that our ruler does not die, the more painful this experience is. I mean, I think we're near 20 that we can add to the Empire here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 shortly. So not quite there. That looks like one mighty Austria though. Feels nice. I think it's time to actually bring Venice inside the Empire and vassalize the Knights. Yeah, I think we can get away with that in regards to aggressive expansion, I think. It's not going to take long at all to integrate Transylvania, and that will free up the Diplo slot. What is this? As Emperor, you may have to... this is the Protestant League? Is it? I don't think I've ever been in this situation. As Emperor, we may have to accept that some of our subjects fall to heresy. To avoid internal conflict, the ruler dictates the religion of the realm. After all, we may not afford to be so lenient. Let's just see what this does. No! What? I think this is the beginning of the Protestant League. So all Protestants, it appears, within the Empire get -20 relations, and Mainz has -50, or at the cost of 20 Imperial authority. Maybe this is simply an event, but I think this will lead into the Protestant Reformation. I mean the Protestant League Wars. Of course, we're not going to give up our liberty, our authority. We're not going to give it up, so... Oh, I think we just converted Mainz to Catholic, and we gained 1 imperial authority. Nice. Nice, I like that. Oh no, he was simply sieged, I think. No, we did convert him, we did indeed. Excellent. Excellent. Go ahead and go to war here. Now, the knights have 8k. I assume that our 12,000 forces can deal with them? I hope so. He's actually splitting up his forces as well. So it would appear as though we could deal with him quite easily in that case. Gaining +1 yearly papal influence due to our clergy being so successful, that's pretty cool. I think one thing I would really like to do in the future is actually, if the Mamelukes are completely eradicated, then we will take one province and release the Mamelukes as a vassal after bringing them into the empire. And hopefully we can reconquest this huge amount of land. That would be fantastic. Go, go, Austrians! Got him. I guess we can take up our military for +5%. The conquest of Poland. Ooh, I like that. That looks good to me. That's one thing I planned on doing regardless. I swear, guys, I swear, if our leader doesn't die sometime soon, this is just brutal. This is really upsetting me. We've had really, really good luck in our campaign up until this point. And with that being said, I genuinely think that luck is one of the largest, most influencing things when it comes to a good campaign. Of course, you always want to do the best you can and actually push your luck as far as humanly possible. But at the end of the day, it always comes down to how much luck you actually have in this game. So we've been doing really well in regards to luck, and this is really killing me here. I mean, the difference of him dying earlier and having Muscovite dynasty, and between him just simply refusing to die is pretty painful. Pretty painful. Oh well. It's no big deal. I just hope that it doesn't continue. That's all, you know. Now the Polish alliance does not seem that intimidating at all when considering the fact that Muscovy will help us. I think pushing into the Polish territory is going to be an absolute pushover. It's just more a admin limitation and a aggressive expansion limitation that I am actually worried about at this stage. We just acquired a lot of aggressive expansion here, unfortunately, for this, but I do not care. Do it. You are our puny vassal now, the knights. All of your base belong to us. Venice has a lot of money for us, and free conversion on their province always feels good. So Naples is very upset with us. We will get rid of this fort. No reason to have a fort there. Brittany's in a coalition against us. Let's try to get that out. So that probably means it's going to grow more and more. While the knights are giving us over a ducat as a one province minor per month. It's pretty impressive. So I think we're at 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If we could somehow gain one imperial authority, we could pass it. Of course, our military leader comes and goes before our ruler dies. Okay, let's make sure. I want to make sure the difference between passing it now and not being able to pass it is, let's make sure I've counted it properly. I don't have land anywhere else, do I? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're going to slip down to 30 imperial authority sooner than we would gain imperial authority here. It's tempting to attack this and trigger the coalition. I'm sure France would deal with most of them. We could take 2 provinces, which would mean we could pass a reform after this, I suspect. Being at war with Tuscany means that we could release Senior, who was actually a Catholic. Of course, the alternative is attacking Poland and then just taking 2 from him. When does our truce end with the Poles? Still not for a long time yet. When does our truce end with Augsburg? I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Okay, still not a long time yet, 7 years. Oh, no way! Cool, this is actually a big battle. Cool. If somehow this huge alliance here, this personal union, Spain, Portugal, if they can actually win this war on behalf of Switzerland, then Switzerland might get aggressive expansion, or take land. We can get CB against him and force him to actually change religion. That would be the dream, i.e. eradicating that center of reformation there. That's something interesting to keep an eye on. Okay guys, well, it's been another episode here. I'm doing my best to simply be the Emperor, you know. It's a little bit less exhilarating than it could be. I'm trying to do my best to expand. We have our focus on admin. Our admin 1 ruler is really quite hurting us, but luckily our heir has 5 in admin. Yeah, so we're not doing too well in regards to admin. But that should change shortly, allowing us to expand at a little bit of a larger rate. Expanding into the Polish should be no big deal. So we just kind of have to save up our aggressive expansion, I think, to spend here. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. I still think we're doing pretty well for 1557. It's been, what, 116, 117 years? If our damn ruler would just die, we'd have this on lockdown and have it passed a long time ago. But regardless, soon we're getting to a stage we can pass it anyway. And of course, we're not going to be gaining much imperial authority when that happens, but at least we won't be losing it. And that just means with future kings dying and adding future land to the empire, we're going to be able to pass this one, which means that we will always inherit the empire. And that means we can afford to be even more aggressive, not worry about these votes. And then finally the dream is hitting that one, where we will vassalize everything. Of course, like I've said in previous episodes, if it gets to the stage where we can integrate France, once France has been integrated, that's over 25 imperial authority right here with the number of provinces that they own. So if we haven't passed this at that stage, then we probably will pass it as soon as we've integrated France. Yeah, like I said, I'm having fun and I think we're doing pretty well in terms of the world conquest. I really feel like in order to make that happen, we would need at least some luck, like personal unioning either of these 2 allies that we have, but the dream, of course, is Muscovy. If we could get a PU over Muscovy, that would be ideal. Now, one thing that's interesting about Muscovy is that, and this is something I've noticed about the Russians a lot, is that they have very few allies. They very often have vassals and subjects, but very few allies. Right now he's got 1 up here, which I imagine shouldn't last that much longer. But either way, my point is that if he ever has trouble, it's very likely that he could obtain our dynasty rather than vice versa as well. So there's definitely that to consider. And it doesn't matter if he goes ahead and conquers a lot of land, as long as we can ultimately PU him, we can take it all in one war. So that is the dream. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.